Aloha beloveds, and welcome back. This is Marissa Indigo with Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School, here with the transmission to support you for December of 2022. Very powerful and beautiful energies this month. The purity of the crystalline energies. It's all about a purification on all levels of our being. Some of us may be guided to do a detox, realigning our diet, listening to the body, listening to what the body is requesting of us, whether that's with physical activity, more or less, the different kinds of foods, beverages, perhaps different herbs or supplements. So we're really starting to strengthen our connection to the body and its requests, learning its languages and its forms of communication with us. For many, that can also be discomfort in the body at first and pain as information. Sometimes when the body is trying to get our attention, if it is difficult, we haven't quite connected yet with the body vehicle as a temple, as the Merkaba. So many of us are disconnected from the body and living primarily in the head upstairs and outside of the body as well with our energetic focus, that now as we are landing on New Earth through the body, sometimes pain can be some of the first messages that we receive. So there's a lot to be said for sitting with the body and asking it to show you what it is communicating to you. And you can even lie down and relax and pretend, to be the consciousness of the part of the body. So let's say you're having low back pain. So you want to lay down and you want to relax and you want to speak aloud like you are your lower back. So you want to connect with the consciousness of the body at that region. You imagine that you are that part of the body and you say, I feel, and see what comes out. That will give you clues as to more programming within that is showing you without through the body. The body is going to be huge. A lot of us are going to be going through all different stages of sensations, possibly discomfort and fatigue, and we're going through a lot of upgrades. So there could be detox. You want to make sure that you really get into your beautiful nutrition for the ascension process. I will link some resources, articles I've written, other videos I've done in the description box just to support you with some more on that. So that could be the first and the most, of course, tangible way of purification codes. But everything is essentially showing us the kind of refraction, if you will, of the inside to the outside. Things may be feeling even more confrontational on certain levels with showing us, and this is all magnetics, right? It's showing us what is out of sync, what is out of alignment by bringing it to our attention. And how this happens are thoughts, memories, or emotional reactions and responses to things, different events happening with other people, outside situations, all kinds of things. Everything is just trying to mirror back to us what is held within that is ready to be dissolved and let go and purified with holy fire. So it is a beautiful opportunity. The difference with this energy is with the Trinity, with the beautiful octave of the 3, and that is 12, right? 1 plus 2 is 3. So the month of December is very much a beautiful, gentle purification process with these crystalline codes of the Christos child. So it is soft, it is nurturing, it is holding us with love. There's a much more gentle cleaning going on right now. Well, number 3 resonates with synthesis, expansion and growth, self-expression and communication, affability and compassion, manifesting and manifestations, and joy and optimism. And it's also connected to the Ascended Masters and, of course, the Holy Trinity. So we want to think about, okay, if this is the overarching kind of theme, using the numbers as a guiding post for us, this is part of that purification. We all are feeling that change is coming, and in some ways we're ready for it. In other ways it may still be a little scary, a little new. Remember that our human hardwiring is programmed to avoid change, right? It's all for survival, and those are the more primal mammalian consciousness kind of ways of living in the old system. So you may be feeling a lot of overwhelm, looking at so much that you see where change has to happen and maybe you're not sure yet, just know it's all a natural part of the process. This is an organic process. You have to trust the process, trust yourself, really start to trust your wisdom and your expression and what's coming up for you, what's coming through, and trust that the solutions will come if you don't yet know. And sometimes, on the flip side, we definitely know exactly what we need to do about something. And then that may be challenging because we see that, oh, that's going to impact a lot of people. That's going to cause changes. We are having a lot of opportunity for very rapid timeline shifts right now. We're calling in the highest and the most beautiful, aligned, soul expression, authentic self timelines, just radiating joy and creativity. So everything that is not that is certainly coming up for review, and you really want to hold yourself with that tenderness and that loving compassion as you would for a young child that is new in the world and exploring the world and innocent. You really want to hold these nurturing qualities for yourself at this time. Another really important aspect of the mastery piece here for this month with the Trinity and the 12 are the Magi. And so there's certainly a reason why the biblical stories reference the Magi searching for the Christ child, and they're following stars and all of this. And so there's these incredible codes coming through with the Magi. And if you think of the word imagination, it's the eye of the mage, right? In motion, essentially. So this is all part of our visionary skills and really up-leveling our presence so that we are only putting our energy towards that which is aligned, that which creates. And by really feeling our way in each piece at a time, we're really starting to activate more of the vision of the eye, the Magi, and all of those different codes. And Melchizedek came through in a wonderful interview that I did just the other day. If you want to listen, I will put the replay information in the description box. But I was on the Beyond the Ordinary show with John Burgos, and we were talking about landing on New Earth and how it's really our gift of vision now, and actualizing our vision by following the inner promptings and listening to our guidance that is showing us how to bridge the gap of who we see ourselves to be and where we want to be, all these different ways of saying how to align with our dreams and our dream realities. So the Magi and Melchizedek came in for that process. If you're looking for support to assist you to be clear in your vision and to be committed to all of it, to really aligning with your highest potential, and allowing faith, allowing your vision and your joy and your excitement and your passion for your mission to call you forward, to be the guiding light in your process, please do feel free to call upon Melchizedek to support you with that. So a great image to kind of share how rapidly we really are expanding and clearing, dissolving, breaking down programming, and having more crystalline light come through, more light codes to show us even more ways that we can expand, or more things to let go of, and so on, to simplify and purify our being and to really come into our own. Here's a great example. The weather here, Gaia, is just so amazing and always shows us a way to describe what the process is in this wild, amazing, quantum process of the ascension that we all are in. What's been happening here is the snow started to come in around Thanksgiving. And for me, when the snows arrive, it's literally a rain of frozen ice crystals, which is just pure crystalline. And the energy of the snow codes is just this beautiful and sacred, very quiet and nurturing magic. And you think about what each snowflake looks like. Each snowflake is individual, sacred crystalline geometry. So it's like seasonally here, we have these literal representations through Gaia and the elemental realms expressing the divinity, expressing the magic for us to engage in. And so this time of year, when the snow comes, for me, it's always a very profound return to the sacred, holy inner child. And you could think of the pure love and the pure wonderment and creativity. This is like when we are still connected with Source, and that's the idea. Because so many of us have had traumatic experiences that we are letting go of the negative and kind of moving forward with what we've learned, what we've gained in the formative years, that shut down that magical inner Christos child. So the snow always brings that for me. Every year there's a different way to perceive more and more of what is not pure. Sometimes we even see things like, wow, I was really being not nice or not kind to myself. I was pushing too hard, or I was really judging myself for this. Like, we see sometimes where we may have internalized some of the more abusive aspects of modern culture, modern society, the machine, right? So these are all coming up to be dissolved. So it starts snowing. It's so amazing. It's snowing at night. It's snowing later in the afternoon. And then in the morning, the sun comes up and melts all the snow. So all of a sudden it's like, wow, look at that. We are literally being rained down upon with crystalline codes that are showing us so much beauty and magic and wonderment that it draws up anything which is in contrast to that. So we can let it go and expand more of that joy and feel it in the body. The snow comes in, it gives us all of this information, we're processing it, we're clearing it out, and then literally the next day, the sun rises and melts all of that snow. And then in the afternoon and the evening again, it snows again. And so this has been happening all week. And this morning, it finally clicked with me, which I was so excited because I was looking forward to this transmission, and I've been working with the purity codes of the crystalline, but wanted to be able to put more verbiage, more language behind the experience to try to support you all. So this morning, it all finally came through. It all clicked. It's like, hey, look, the sun is melting the snow and it's transforming into water and it's running off, and it is so incredible. There's this drip drop, the water melting down, and it's just making a music. And how emblematic of our process. We are receiving the light codes. They are coming through us. We're integrating them, and the old stuff is getting washed away. So this is how rapid. We just want to try to clarify how rapidly we are growing right now. We are quantum leaping. We are flying. We are connected with the galactic center, with Sagittarius, like happening right now in the sky. There is so much expansion happening, beloveds. And on that note, that could also be a rapid acceleration of clearing. So just be kind to yourself, whatever your emotional state, whatever your energy levels are. Ask the body what it wants, what it needs, and listen, honor it, honor yourself, slow down. Make sure you have quiet time where maybe you're I call it sacred hermit mode. Like, okay, I can't talk to anyone. I really need to be quiet with myself and sit in meditation, sit with the fire, sit outside with nature and just take it all in, let it wash through you, and just be super zen about the whole experience. So that I know can be sometimes challenging with holiday obligations and things. So just do make sure that you have these beautiful full pauses just threaded throughout your day where you stop, drop everything, come into your breath, come into your body, and give thanks. And really allow yourself to take it all in, because we are galloping. This is one of my dear friends. She's always reflecting to me, you're galloping. And I'm realizing, well, we have to make sure right now, with so much rapid acceleration and so much information and so much movement and communication right now, that we are also still and silent, taking it all in, enjoying, making sure that we are feeling great, because things are going to rise quickly for us to see and just say, okay, that's done, clearing that, okay, yep, this is done, this is no longer true, this is true for me, and just keep going. We have this beautiful visual of the sacred archer with Sagittarius, so keep your eye on the prize. We're always keeping our eye on the horizon, making sure that you have direction with your bow and arrow there, always, and so being present with whatever arises so that you can see it and love it and dissolve it and keep going. Because if we stick to this beautiful opportunity for rapid transformation coming up in February and March, there's going to be a lot more of an external focus. So December and January are very much an internal gift for yourself to redefine yourself and your truths and align with that pure simplicity, and allow yourself the self-care and the time and the space to integrate all of this and to feel wonderful, to feel calm and confident and capable. So when anything that isn't peace comes through, make sure that you do whatever it is that you need to do or to be to set yourself free from any sense of tightness, tension, constraining, stress, any of that. because that's all just showing you, ooh, this is a program squeezing through me again, right? We're going through another wormhole. So you start to see how what's going on psychologically and at the body levels is happening energetically too. We really are quantum leaping through multiple dimensions and wormholes, and we are collapsing timelines as we are rising to the occasion to see, you know what, this just isn't aligned for me anymore. I mean, I may have felt differently about it yesterday, but I'm really feeling right now that this is a no, and thank you so much, and I'm going to bring my energy over here now. So it's really mastery now in the moment each day. I highly suggest looking at the True North ebook if you haven't already. That is a gifted ebook I put together of the 5 major systems for navigating your experience. They were the most important to me on the awakening journey, and I use them for deep soul reading sessions. So I wanted to compile the information succinctly for you to be intrepid and do it on your own and enjoy that internal navigation. It's a very Sagittarian thing to do, exploring other worlds, being a psychonaut, and really looking at yourself through multiple lenses of systems of mysticism and establishing that self-intimacy so that you feel good about who you are and you feel ready and you know that change is coming and you trust yourself that from this moment forward it's all beautiful change because you are calling that in, and we're consistently realigning ourselves with that so that we are lined up, vibrationally speaking, with our dreams, with our dream realities. Lastly, I just wanted to share there's going to be a beautiful celebration and ritual and a lot of channeled activations on December 10th. I'm doing a celebration of 10 years since 2012. So this is to honor the process for all of us. We are in a major gateway right now, which also has to do with this accelerated review process of purification to really align ourselves with our highest timeline, with our divine destiny. It's the solstice, the winter solstice, 10 years since 2012. So if you can just believe that, if you can just start looking like, wow, look how much I've changed in the last 10 years since 2012. How much have I learned? How much have I seen? How much have I grown? How much have I transcended? How much have my dreams shifted? All of these beautiful things. We are going to have a celebration with New Earth One. It will be a beautiful live Zoom. You are welcome to join us. It's only $33. I will post the information for that as well. It's going to be December 10th. So I thank you all so much for tuning in. I wish you the most amazing experience, and just know that when we came here for this, we have all the tools. It's just time to breathe and feel in and allow the body and our guidance to show us what is the next step. Thank you so much, and I will see you for the next transmission. Have a beautiful December, everyone.